Greetings. This is Gyp-C coming to you with your general collective message for this afternoon. At the bottom of the deck, y'all, we got the Three of Cups. Okay, so somebody you could be celebrating with people, out having drinks, socializing. Um, all I can say is make sure the people that you are socializing with, partnering with, are really for you. Okay, so overall reading, speaking of groups of people celebrating, even if it's not groups of people, but you could be celebrating with groups of people or will be celebrating with some groups of people. Got the Sun card coming out. Leo energy. Sun card speaks of being enlightened, being happy. Um, Everything coming in full speed for you. It is 2026. I feel like if you're keeping yourself in a high vibration, good things is gonna come to you this year in 2026. I know that's what I am claiming. Yeah, Knight of Wands at the bottom. So somebody, even if right now you don't think you're happy, I feel like you have happiness coming in. Okay, fire energy at the bottom. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Leo. So if you're not happy now, expect it to be coming in. Somebody might have like fertility, something like that, abundance, like financially, but expect the sun to be shining. Okay, just know that. Collective, just know that. Yeah, High Priest energy. So far we got two higher card cards. So this is the Most High speaking. High Priestess speaks of someone who knows secrets. You have a knowing. Not knowing how, people come to you, are drawn to you per se for advice. I could be talking to a high priest, someone you may be like having a spiritual practice or whatever. And like right now, you may feel like, you're being left out in the cold. Money could be kind of funny. Or someone could secretly be having money problems. And even if they are, you can't tell because with the sun out here, they are still remaining happy, which is a good thing, stay in that good vibration. Because the Five of Pentacles also speaks of a change. Okay, so somebody may have a secret change coming in. The Most High could secretly be changing some stuff behind the scenes for you. You don't even know. Wow, here come another high. I'm telling you, sources coming through. Like I said, yeah, somebody, the Wheel of Fortune is coming. It's something that you took action on or will be taking action. Like a Ace of Wands is like a new inspiration, new action, new idea. Excuse me, confirmation. Excuse me. Damn. Sources saying somebody continue to stay happy, continue to stay in a high vibration. Whoever you are very enlightened. You're wise. With the High Priestess here, I feel like somebody, you could be in the sun and all of a sudden you start getting downloads. Like having future predictions. Like a prophetess, okay? I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune in this season coming in 2026, if it's something that you already took action on, I feel like it is about to jump. Because, like, yeah, Ten of Wands energy, like, you could be feeling burdened. You could be in some type of worrying in a sense. Seven of Cups at the bottom, like, maybe you worried about some certain options that you kind of started. So, like, say, for instance, if you somebody, you started something, like, for instance, speaking of myself, I got some fresh oregano oil in my container. I have to bottle it up. Spirit been telling me to do this. So it's like if you somebody who you are creating shit, go ahead and put it in the bottles, put it on the shelf, so that people can get your product. You know what I'm saying? So it's like somebody, you're creating options. I feel like you having dreams, you having visions, and like I said, you could be the person who your ancestors chose to continue something that they couldn't finish. So you could also be feeling burdened because of that. But listen, 10 of Wands, that's the end. You laying those burdens down. Because like I said, if it's something you started already, from the Ace of Wands to the 10 of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, and like I said, is your dreams about to come true? 9 of Cups energy. Could be talking to a Empress. Mother figure. Embodies all the queens. Sitting on your throne. Like I said, from the Sun card, and like, listen, you are... The Empress is usually a person with child in the pictures. But you don't have to be pregnant with a child, but you could be somebody that's birthing new ideas, birthing new jobs, birthing new products, okay? Whatever you're dreaming of right now, Empress, go for it. Yeah, can't make this shit up. You're going to have victory. You got people following you. You're going to have people rooting for you. And if it's not people, guess what? Your spiritual team got you. And when God got you, who can be against you? Only person who can be against you is your damn self. You know what I'm saying? So, people outside of you can't stop you, okay? This is what I'm hearing. So, you're the Empress. Straighten up your crown, baby. The people that's for you are rooting for you. They waiting on you to come through. I'm telling you, like I said, you're going to be happy. Page of Cups coming out. Like, you could have somebody in your energy that's kind of like immature. Maybe your emotions could be kind of like changing. Please do not allow people in your energy to fuck up what God got you doing. Because I feel like if you go ahead with the ideas that God is giving you, shit gonna jump out for you real quick. Real quick. And also with this Page of Cups being in the reverse, someone could possibly be trying to play with your intuition. Because like I said, with the Sun to the High Priestess, I don't care who you are. You are highly enlightened. And I feel like you can take that and turn into your Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so if you don't know, I'm telling somebody now, your intuition, your good advice you give people, that's your gift to this earth. Help raise vibrations. Can't make this shit up. Judgment. Like I said, this is someone's calling. And trust me, as they say, new levels, new devils. So of course you're gonna have people in competition with you. You're gonna have people upset that how the hell is you? And what's so crazy, I feel like I'm talking to somebody. You done gave so much advice to motherfuckers, but it took them having to hear it from somebody else before. Oh, okay. And you probably told us some shit years ago. But it'd be one motherfucker come in, I'm hearing like through like the heat of the night, and tell somebody some shit, and now all of a sudden got the Devil card coming out. Could be talking to a Capricorn. You could be going through an awakening. And even if you're not a Capricorn, the Devil card speaks of, limited beliefs, addictions, obsession. I really feel like somebody's gonna have a strong obsession over you, collective. With the Strength card at the bottom, Judgment. This is just what I just got. When I put the Judgment together with the Devil energy, I feel like somebody, and with the Strength card, I could be talking to a Capricorn. It is, we just left Capricorn season. Shout out to the Capricorns, because it is Aquarius season now. And I could be talking to someone who's on Capricorn Aquarius cuff. Let's see something. But whoever you are, people can try to come up against you if they want to. And I mean the dark or the light. All right, collector. This is Gypsy back. This is gonna be part 2 of my last video, where I left off at about whoever you are, whoever tried to come up with against you. Because remember, the overall reading was talking about the 3 of Cups. Maybe people you celebrate with, groups of people celebrating, maybe against you. You never know. But like I said, whoever tries to come up against you, I feel like you got the dark and the light working with you. So it's like, and what's so crazy, when now that I pay attention, the Page of Cups being hit, you were somebody who Source has been with since you have been a child. So I could be talking to a dark empath, someone who has been through so much trauma and managed to alchemize that energy. Because like I said, whoever you are very strong. So with that being said, you went through the dark, but you chose light. And with that being said, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who got the devil and the angels working. God and the devil working for them. They got your back. Let me say it like that. King of Wands energy coming out. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. King of Wands, like whoever you are, you could be like a leader. Always kind of like been the head. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. And like I said, flip-flopper, I could be talking to a masculine or feminine energy. But the King of Wands speaks of someone, you're in your leader role. You get shit done. Even if you don't do it personally, you make sure you account people to get the job done. And with the Queen of Pentacles, like I said, I could be talking to a feminine and her King of Wands energy. I feel like you could be a spiritualist. Like, you know how to read energy. You know how to work with energy. We got 2 of Cups coming out. 2 of Cups speaks of balance, partnership, friendship, relationship. Maybe someone with the 3 of Swords, maybe there's some type of issue that went down. Could be a King of Wands, possibly. Maybe someone could have had a friendship with a King of Wands, or there's a King of Wands, you had a friendship with someone, but there had to be some type of harsh truth that somebody got to basically realize. I don't know whether somebody was doing some repetitive shit, or if something repetitively was going on. Whoever you are, you like I said before I even was shuffling the cards, you alchemize that energy. I'm talking to a wounded warrior. You alchemize that energy and you turned it into your good. Okay? 6 of Pentacles. Like I said, this could be one of your gifts. And hell, you might have people in your energy that's worrying and losing sleep. Like I said, I really feel like if you got groups of people that ever tried to come up against you, and you probably celebrated with these people, they knew you had this gift. They knew you had a gift for knowing, but they tried to play with the 7 of Cups coming out. They tried to cast illusions and delusions and gaslight you about who the fuck you was. I feel like I'm talking to somebody. You know how groups of people hanging out and they start telling their little sob stories. Well, excuse me, I don't mean sob. Not to disrespect nobody, because everybody's story is their story. But y'all know what I mean. When people telling you what's going on and you kind of know they be lying. Those with that good discernment energy, when people be lying. I really feel like, you would probably be the one, while they telling their story, you would listen. And then as soon as they be like, yeah, you would probably say something like, yeah, but I guess it probably was this, that, and the third. And what you said was more accurate than what they tried to tell y'all. Okay? I know somebody who, and then you wonder why later don't nobody want to invite you to shit, because you the one always bringing the truth out when they be trying to tell lies. You know what I'm saying? Page of Wands energy. Whoever you are, I feel like you get downloads. Source talks to you. You stay getting the good news, or getting the news, period. Okay? With this Page of Wands energy, And even if it's not that, whoever you are, you always had ideas and shit. You always the one with the ideas. But like I said, you could have had these groups of people that you think you celebrating with. They really wanted to have your ass stuck, stagnant, at a standstill. When I feel like Source had it to where, sometimes Source probably put you in a standstill because the Source needed you to take a look back at these groups of people, at these friends. Then we got Knight of Cups coming out. So somebody you probably are charming, charismatic. Everybody love you. But sometimes you got people looking with the moon at the bottom, people unbeknownst to you doing shit behind your back. But I feel like Source guided you onto calmer waters, got you up out of that shit, and because of that, Source started helping you guard and protect your energy, and started blocking out whatever these folks was trying to do with this moon energy. And therefore, this leads you to be standing in your personal powers, trusting and believing in you. Because like I say, with the moon out here, these groups of people might have been doing shit behind your back you don't know about. And like I said, you probably thinking you celebrating with these people, and they trying to celebrate your downfall. Could be talking to a Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. You've always been highly intuitive and always been loving. And I feel like whoever you are, because you went through the dark, but you chose light, you stayed in this Queen of Cups energy, always loving and nurturing. And these people who try to corrupt you, they probably upset because why can't we make this bitch be mad? We get tired, some people who are miserable, they hate a motherfucker who's loving and worrisome free. You know what I'm saying? People hate that type of person because they wonder why they can't be that carefree. You can all be that carefree. Okay? I feel like Source told you to go somewhere and start investing in yourself. Because like I said, you was investing in everything outside of yourself. So Source told somebody or sat somebody down and be like, listen, these people ain't really your friends. Let me go ahead and take you over here. Let me help you heal. Let me help you heal these abandonment issues. You heard what my baby say. you had to get away with the chariot out here. Like I said, somebody you rode off into the sunset. And I feel like with the Three of Pentacles here, you went and collaborated with your spiritual team. The Most High, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides. And you went off to go get your happiness. Because like I said, whoever you are already enlightened. So honestly, you probably been the smartest people amongst the ones who tried to play you. And what I mean by that, I don't care how much degrees y'all got. Y'all, spiritually, that don't mean shit. All them degrees y'all got, chasing these careers, and then you still miserable. I feel like Source is telling somebody to take a break. Get some rest. Find balance and moderation with your time. Because wherever you are, once you get your rest, it's like you done been around these groups of people to where they've been sucking your damn energy dry. And it's like now Source needs you to get some rest so that you can come back recharged. Fully energetic. To take on the world. Can't make this up. Because like I said, whoever I'm talking to, you a healer. You fisting the... I'm getting country. You're fisting to be in the spotlight. So whoever I'm talking to, go ahead and get your rest. Right now, you could be feeling stuck and stagnant. You are about to be celebrating with some groups, new groups of people. While the old groups of people who try to cast some illusions and delusions over you and gaslight you out of your gifts. They're about to see that you have always been the healer, the star of the show. But I really feel like Source is about to really make somebody a headliner. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, because like I said, good or bad, all the bullshit you was dealing with, it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. You going on the hill, you going on to invest in you. Cause see these 3 of Cup motherfuckers, see it came out with the 7 of Swords. I can't make this shit up. Them 3 of Cup people that y'all was fucking with was stabbing you in the damn back the whole time, and shit's about to end. Because, Collective, I see you walking away from all these persons and places and things. All these people that would stab you in your back. You walking away from these folks. Okay? Because I feel like now you're no longer at a crossroad. You're paying attention to that inner voice within, and you making moves. Can't make this shit up. You about to move yourself right into this pinnacle energy. Okay? Trying to tell you with the 5 of Pentacles. So that's because remember you was already in this 5 of Pentacles. So it's like now, once you walk away from all these people you think rooting for you, they is really stopping your blessing from pouring in. Once you walk away, you're going to walk into this 10 of Pentacles energy. Okay? So I'm telling somebody, take your spiritual bath, cleanse your energy, because a lot of times the people that's around you be hindering your blessings from pouring in. Because source already know this person gonna blow what the hell I'm about to give him with these motherfuckers, and not this time. So I hope this resonates. Book you a personal reading. I send you love, peace, and light.